So
Oh, did you hear I'm fascinated?
fascinating.
Where is it? Oh, there.
F-A-S.
Kids just want to soak up knowledge. They really thrive on information, they thrive on connection, they thrive on positive influences. And so that's really been what the cornerstone of my career is providing those positive opportunities, whether they're 5, whether they're 18, and just being able to listen to them. Their struggles are certainly not my struggles as a 40-something-year-old. Figuring out what you want to do and who you want to be in as an adult can be a challenge, and just empathizing with that, because honestly, I don't know what I want to do when I grow up, but here I am.
He is so thoughtful of the community at large, all the way drilling down to you as an individual.
So one thing I will say about Alex, no one can say no to him. And it's because his compassion is so focused on helping people. And it really builds people up, and he really, really inspires people to move the needle on change.
So Alex's qualities, being active, being a participant, being uplifting, it's in everything that he does. Whether it's, repeating another set of 10 burpees during a workout class, or during the pandemic COVID meal distribution. He was willing to help do anything that needed to be done as far as gathering the supplies, directing traffic, greeting everybody from volunteers to everybody that showed up, and just made it a joyful occasion.
He's a mentor, he's compassionate, he is funny. I don't always laugh at his jokes, but he's funny.
He has a fantastic sense of humor. He's sharp, he's witty. He doesn't take himself too seriously all the time, but when it comes to getting the job done and serving the community, he's very serious.
He expects everyone to step up. And if you say you're going to be welcoming to all, if you think you're going to break down barriers for people, you better be about doing it. Or else he's going to say, hey, are we really thinking about this? Are we really recognizing all the things that people have to overcome to be a part of a community, to be a part of the why? And he will encourage us and expect and insist, maybe even demand, that action is taken. And that's a pretty great leadership quality.
I've been working in education for about 15, 16 years, and I'm a social worker by training. That's how I always introduce myself professionally. And that really is fundamental to who I am. I am big about supporting and uplifting marginalized groups. And being in Wilder is actually very serendipitous. I graduated from Wilder High School. I went to school here. As a son of migrant parents that migrated to Idaho to work in the fields, I really understand my Caldwell community, at least that portion of the community, who would benefit from these supports. And that's what I would try to do often at whatever table I'm at, whether it's to the YMCA or any other organization, is bring those voices, bring those perspectives however I can to make sure that everyone has an opportunity to participate.
Alex, when he first started working in Wilder, recognized that a lot of the kids didn't know how to swim. And so he reached out to me and said, we've got to change this. Not only did he recognize this, but he went out and found the funding to support it. Swim lessons is not about the breaststroke and the crawl stroke, it's about self-rescue. He stood in the gap to help these kids learn a lifelong skill.
He has truly turned the environment that we work in into a wonderful place to work. We had pretty low teacher morale and high student behavior, and within just 4 years, he's really built that foundation of trust. He trusts us to do our jobs, so he'll give us leadership and parameters and a direction, and then allows us to make it our own. Our morale and our school culture is so strong now.
Wilder School District sits in Wilder, Idaho, and so we're about 12 miles outside of Caldwell. Really rural community, no public transportation, so very limited in regards to supports and systems. The school system is really the hub of a lot of the community.
So through Alex's efforts, we've really been able to impact the families and kids in the Wilder community. Kids have been able to have a safe place after school. Their parents commute or they're migrant workers, and so they work long hours. And so through the after-school program, they've been able to stay at the school, get a warm meal, get some homework help, have that enrichment activity, that physical activity time. Kids have been able to make friends and just relax and be kids, do new things that they don't get experiences otherwise.
Some people don't remember because it's so different now, but Caldwell didn't have the most stellar reputation in 2005. There was a lot of strife. We went out and we looked at people. The staff this facility that could embody those values: caring, honesty, respect, and responsibility. And Alex was one of those people. In the early years, being part of our welcome center and membership staff.
What I really loved about the Y, particularly in membership, was I got to know so many people in the community just by saying hi to them and recognizing them and just chatting with them. It was actually at the YMCA, working for the YMCA in Caldwell, where I realized that I wanted to be a social worker. I thought, hey, that's a cool role where I can help people.
You look back over those 20 years and look at Alex's journey. He's led us in a way that makes sure that the Y is always open to all, that no matter of financial circumstances, the ability to pay for things. That's why I think he was such a fierce leader in our campaign, where we go out every year and raise money that allows us to fulfill the pledge that no one's turned away. So as Alex grew, the Y grew, and I think there's more than just coincidence to that.
I've taught water aerobics for the Caldwell Y. I taught step classes for the Caldwell Y. It's just really integral to who I am. And my mom also is a member of the Caldwell YMCA, so when she's walking the track, I try to walk laps together and just chat.
Come on, Mom, you need it, because I have to have my physical activities, because otherwise he's calling, did you go to the Y? Sometimes I say yes, and I'm still just getting ready because he called me.
When we look at people who are nominated for this award, the crowning moment is when we go into all past recipients of the Vern Emery Award, and we hosted a lunch. And as we reviewed Alex and his body of work, the impact that he's had on our Y, on this community here in Canyon County, it was totally unanimous. It was just one of those times where you go, this is the obvious choice.
I just am honored to have been presented with this opportunity and this distinction, and mostly I'm just honored and humbled that I get to do the work that I do every day in the different spaces I get to be in.
Alex, I've been telling you for years how great you are, and I'm so glad it's been recognized. I am so proud of you, and I'm so happy to call you a friend.
I would have never been able to have done what I have done without having your support and you being in my life. Because of your compassion, your focus on students, your innovation, I thank you.
Alex, I just really appreciate how you rock the world for kids. I really do.
Alejandro, estoy orgullosa de ti, which means, Alex, I am so proud of you. Love you.
Congratulations. I love you. I'm very happy for you. I'm very proud to know you and have you in my life.
Alex, congratulations on winning the Vern Emery Award. Your selfless dedication, your humbleness, your work ethic, and your joy are infectious. And I am just grateful to know you and to be a small part of what you have done here at the Y. Thank you.